Okay, so what we have here is a tutorial on how to edit one picture 2 ways. We are going to be working with Coffee Shop Blog's Sunkissed action for this one, and then we're going to be doing something with it a little bit further for a second look. Here's how I got these 2 looks. They are featured on my website, and they are actually both in my slideshow and in my portfolio online. So let's go ahead and get started. I have this adorable picture of this little boy looking up to his daddy with the sun shining in the background. We've exposed for the skin, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I love the sun-kissed look. It's all the rage these days. Let's see. So Coffee Shop Blogs, Sunkissed. It is free, and I will post a link to the post that she has it in. She is absolutely amazing, and I highly suggest her actions. Here we go. Go ahead and push play. There you go. Check out all of her actions right here. Go ahead and continue. Let it run. It's going to ask where the sun is coming from, what lens you're using, and how bright do you want it. So we're going to bump up the brightness just a little bit. It does have a default that she has it at. Let's see. We don't want to see Dad's tummy hanging out from underneath there too much. So we're going to just brighten it so that it loses focus on that, and we're focusing more on the little boy right there. Hit OK. Let it do its thing. Now we've got some things here that I like to mess with a little bit. I'll take lighten off. We'll leave haze alone with the contrast bump. We're going to take down the orange a little, about to half. And then that is our first look. You can go ahead and save it just like that. I'm going to go ahead and Control Shift E or Command. I'm sorry, I cannot remember what it is on Mac. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to flatten the image. And that was just for, sorry guys, that was just for the ones that were active. We'll just go ahead and throw this one away. Alrighty, so now you want it to be black and white for an alternative look. We can go ahead to go to adjustments and have it black and white that way, but you notice that it's a little bit washed out. So let's go ahead and duplicate the layer and go to multiply. It's a little bit more poppy that way. That's actually how I prefer it. You can go up to your curves and move things around a little bit to make it a little bit more poppy. Just want the background to be too washed out. But the focus is mostly on the relationship of this little boy looking up to his daddy, which is his hero, I imagine. Want the eye to be just automatically drawn there. Alright, Control E. Let's look at our histogram on this. It is completely over to the right, and that is because of all this white space right here. We are playing with a washed out look, but we do want the focus to be completely on this little guy. If we want it to bump up a little bit more, we can add another multiply layer. You see our histogram spread out a little bit. That's what we looked like before. That's what we look like now. And there we have it. If we want to go ahead and pop this into our tutorial we did for last week, which was our web portfolio template, we'll go ahead and open that. Okay. There it is. I've left a picture in there. I did the same thing to that picture that I just showed you how to do. It was a, whoops, it was a little bit flat, so I went ahead and used my multiply to make it contrasty a little bit. I'm gonna drag and drop it right in there. So I do want to proceed. We're going to Control Alt or Command Apple G to create a clipping in there. Zoom out, and we're going to Shift and grab to transform it proportionately, and drag it back on over there. We'll zoom back in so we can see what we're doing a little bit better. And shift, grab, drag. And drag him around, get him where we want him. I'd say to keep the story in this, we probably would like to have at least a little bit of Dad's leg in the frame. There we go. That is it. There's Dad's leg. We can see what the little boy is looking at. It's ready to go. We'll Control Shift S so that we can get it saved. And then we'll go down JPEG, copy. You can see it right here as the final product, since we already did it. When I do that, I like to go ahead and put my name at the beginning of my files, then my company, what it is, who it is. It just helps to maintain some searchability in your website, a little bit of SEO, and it's another way to tag your photos as yours. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful.